papa nakataya.
They have no hope for tomorrow. The father abandoned them due to their disability. He says in their family they never produce disabled children, and the mother has backward feet and she's tired of daily bullies. Her son was also born different. Both feet and hands are deformed. This forced him to drop out of school. The sister is also worried and afraid that due to a poor life, her dreams might not come true. She aspires to be a doctor and make her mama proud. Meet this family. A 38-year-old single mother is going through hell of her life. After finding that she was born different, where her feet are backwards, she even produced disabled children. She says her life has all been suffering and wonders why God forsaken her. With so much agony and so much tears in her eyes, she tells us more of her life. I was born in 1983. I was born disabled that it took too long for me to start walking. I started crawling when I had 18 years old, and then walking followed. That was when one prophet met me in church and prayed for me. From that day, I started walking. But for me to walk, due to my disabled legs, there has to be shoes. If not, I have to crawl. My feet faces backwards. I'm a single mother to 4 children, and the father abandoned us due to our disability. He said they never produced children with disabilities. He says that's all my fault, and left me when we needed him the most. We live here in this old house. The roof of the house is too old that whenever it rains, the whole rain passes through. And if it's during the night, we don't sleep. We always pray that it doesn't rain during the night time. If it rains, we wake up in the night and stand up, then wait for the rain to stop. But still, we cannot sleep on that night. Even when rain stops, everything is wet. We wait till the next day for us, and we consider ourselves to be having no house. Due to too much poverty, another life suffering, my daughter is not enjoying going to school as other children. We are lucky that she goes to a public school where school fees is free. But whenever she returns from school, she finds there is no food, and this is hindering her education. She is soon lacking concentration. I'm sure you can't go to school, sit in class and concentrate, yet you know you are hungry and you know you won't get food when you return back home. I don't know, but why us? Why always us? Why do we face all this? See my son. His hands and feet are deformed. He cannot run and he cannot grab and hold something tightly by his hands. Oh Lord, why have you forsaken us? I wonder, why are we having all these troubles? We are living the worst life a person can ever live. We are all perishing slowly by slowly. I have another child who is disabled too. He walks using sticks, and he walks on one leg, the other doesn't function. We also have another child who was burned when he was so young and could not be treated. He is also rotting from here. Maybe our disability is hereditary, because at our family where I was born, 4 out of 6 siblings were born disabled, and unfortunately they all did not make it to date. They died so young. I'm at least thankful that I'm still alive. Maybe God has a purpose on my life and still lends me some days. The worried mother says that she does not go to work and was not lucky enough to go to school. Life is so difficult, plus being abandoned by the husband. For her and the 4 children to survive, it's only by God's grace, she says. Whenever they woke up, they are always sure 100% they might spend the whole day and night without eating. For God's mercy, a neighbor comes and brings them food. They say they are not used to eating. For them to get food is a miracle. Of course, it can't happen daily.
Mfite ibibazo ngo impamvu nirwa hano mu rugo no gukwepa kuko bose baririye rimwe ndabasha ngiye mu mujyi kandi atari yongeye kuko sinashobora kuja mu mujyi nta namagana abiri mfiteho gutega imodoka barazongeje.
The reason why sometimes I always go and leave this place is to escape some problems. There is when I wake up early in the morning, tell them I'm going to town to do some activities. But to be honest, thus escaping seeing my children starve in front of my own eyes. Yet I have no solution to that. Most of the times I go without even knowing where I'm heading to, but for the sake of being away from my children. It's not hatred, but depression. See, those two children were given food by a good Samaritan. That's why they're playing. But she cannot feed all of us. No. And if yes, for how long? See, no food, no hope, no future. We even lost the meaning of life. Why are we even having this life? Why can't God just let us go? Many people are always bullying me here in this village due to my backwards feet. They say that if my feet faces backwards, even my private parts face backwards too. It breaks my heart being bullied in front of my kids. Sometimes it's beyond my control. And act crazy, pick stones and throw at them. See, inside my house, there is no seat, no bed, no mattress, and you can wonder how I and the kids sleep. Though we are here lamenting about the house being too old, it's not even ours. The house is not mine. He who gave me the house said he's coming soon for it, and we are likely to be homeless. We are all afraid of living in this house, and whenever it rains when we are inside, we fear that this house will once fall on us, then take away our life. The 15-year-old just came from school, but has nothing to eat. She sits outside and cries. She's worried that she might not be able to make her dreams come true. Other children are always bullying me on my mama, and of course it breaks my heart. Life here is very difficult. The father abandoned us and life is very tough. No shoes, no clothes, no food, no bed, no mattress, no school requirement. Life is tough, but though life is this tough, I will never give up. I'll keep striving for the best. I'm learning so hard under difficult circumstances that one day I'll graduate and become a doctor. I dream to become a doctor and bring medical services here nearer to the people. And I know one day I'll make my mama proud. Abraham was also born different, and whenever he went to school, he faced bullies that he could not withstand and later dropped out. He says that despite having this disability, he tries doing different home activities. He can fetch water and carry a 20-liter jerrycan full of water on his head and do other many more activities. You can help this family. Their father abandoned them, and this single mother is struggling to provide for these children but has no job, which makes it harder for her to be employed. You can help the family survive by contributing on the GoFundMe link found in description and pinned in top comment. We suffer because of the idea that life was meant to be painless and things should go smoothly as they are. You don't expect life to be fair for you because you are a good person. Life has its own rules. It's complicated and not the same for everyone. No matter how dysfunctional your background is, how broke and broken you are, where you are today or what anyone else says, you matter and your life matters. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English.